Thursday, everyone! Welcome to another episode of Moni Does Stuff. I'm sorry, I thought I was kind of presentable, but actually I'm not really. But that's how life is, that's how it goes. I hope you had a great week. We are already in week 4 of our virtual assistant quest. And we haven't found Yoshi yet. I'm really sad, super sad face. So that's actually kind of coral, Amanda, but thanks. So we had a tough quest so far. We have had clients book a call with us with "you can book me." We started to talk, not to toggle our time, to harvest our time with Harvest, and record what we're doing there. Then we had an awesome trip to Crello. That's not Trello, but it's Canva, but it's awesome. And now we have wave apps for you. So we are gonna ride a wave to the money land today. Yes, how dare you say it's orange, it's coral. No. So as I mentioned, we're going to talk about Wave today, and I'm going to show you how you can set up your business within Wave. It's software where you can write your invoices with, or you can do a lot of accounting stuff there too, and all the fancy schmancy stuff. I'm going to show you real quick, and of course a few reports. So we're going to set up your business, check out the sales part, and then the accounting and reports. So we do a tiny small inception now to hop over to Wave. It's a free thing. You can get to Wave when you enter waveapps.com at your address bar, or simply Google Wave. It's actually free, even though there it says pricing, but probably yeah. So you see the accounting software is free, invoice is free, receipt scanning is free, but what does the payments? Okay. They have Wave payments now, so it's not only through Stripe or PayPal, but they have their own payment processor integrated somehow, which apparently makes it possible for them to offer you a lower fee. But I'm going to show you some details real quick. So on the site you can switch between whatever country you have. So for example, if you are from the UK, then it's 20 pence, and it's okay. And you can see there is not even the payment thing is not available in the US, but they have credit card and some other small payroll things happening. But since we are in Austria, where are you? There. That's what we're going to go for. So as you can see, depending on where you are in the world, there are more options for you available. But the free plan is what I'm actually going to go for now, just so that you can see what it all entails. So we can create a free account. I'm going to sign up with my Google account, with the one that has nothing on it yet, but a lot of template. We will see if I can teach you more about it. Okay, so once you sign up with your email address, you have to enter what the name of your business is. So mine is Moni Does Stuff for this episode. And what does my business do? Designer, let's say that, or what's possible. Web, no, designer. Let's do that. IT, technical. As if it doesn't really matter. Let's go for design or whatever. So click on let's go. Hang tight. We're setting things up for you. As you can see, there is a small boat floating in a not very wavy sea, but hello. So what do I want to do? I can send unlimited invoices and estimates. I can track my income and my expenses, and I can capture receipts. That's pretty damn cool, actually. So I want to get paid for my work first, because we did a lot of work so far, and that's why we want to do that now. So what you can see here is you can create, that's on the right hand side, there are different variations what your invoice can look like. You cannot really change a lot here, but I think they look pretty neat. So I had this one when I still used Wave, and you can browse your logo. Yeah, let's use that one. I'm going to upload my logo, as you can see, and it's going to already pick an accent color from the logo, so I assume that it picked this weird green there, but I want, so you can add your branding colors there, or at least one of them. I'm going to go with the green because like me some green. So, and you can see here on the template, that's what it will look like. And if you scroll through, then you can see that the logo on this one will be here, and everything else at the top will be green, or this one will look like this, but that's not really pretty. So I'm going to use the first one because I prefer that. Then you can say, looks great, let's go. And you can immediately start to create a new invoice. So if you have a look at the left hand side here, there it says dashboard, sales, purchases, accounting, banking, payroll reports, and also it says accept credit cards. I'm going to click that one first before I'm going to add the invoice, and you can add click on start getting paid to connect your payment processing kind of thing. So as you can see here, it says connect it with Stripe. That's what I'm going to do with my very own Stripe account. If you don't have it yet, you can simply sign up for Stripe. That's free. I had FreshBooks before. Hi Amber, nice to have you here. I had FreshBooks before, and the problem that I had was you have to pay it first of all, and you have to pay it and you only have 5 customers, and that became pretty annoying. I mean, what I really liked about FreshBooks was that I could I think I could upload it super quickly, the receipts and stuff. And what they had was the language, so I could have German invoices and also English invoices. That's something that Wave didn't have. But the 5 clients, that was something that really limited me pretty quickly, because I had some existing clients around here. So I quickly hit the 5 people. I mean, and I wasn't I didn't want to pay, like, was so much more expensive. I already paid like $15, and then they wanted $25 from me or even more, and I was like, hell no, I'm not going to do that. So then I went to Wave, which is free, so that's cool. So yeah, so here you can go to your Stripe account. We don't want to do that, but as you can see, the credit card payments are now active. You can manage your connection if you want to, so disconnect or manage, but whatever it is. That's a pretty, oh, my mouse is so annoying. So connection lost. As you can see, there is nothing really important there. So if you set up your Stripe account, then that's totally fine. So we go back. I'm going to show you again to show you the dashboard again. It says hello, and you can again get paid and blah blah blah. So you can also go on the left hand side and click on invoices if you want to write one. So that's what we are going to do because we want to get money in the bank. We have that one already. Didn't remember much, did you? So here on the left is on the right, obviously, is the invoice number. Whatever the PO number is, I have no idea. Then you have the invoice date there, and whatever it is that you offering. So I'm going to enter virtual assistants here, and you can enter a description, for example, working period. Oh man, it's really hard to type and write. That's just my problem. So let's say from the July 1st to July 26th, we have done 5 hours for 30 euros. No, 50 euros because we rock. You can enter notes here. So if you, for example, want your clients to pay with bank transfer, then you can enter your SEPA code here. That's something that probably very European. So if you can click here to add a customer if you don't have one already in your customers section of Wave, which is on the left hand side here. Then you can do that right there. So I'm going to write an invoice to the Thankful Cow, even though that's probably the other way around most of the time. Thankful Cow. Then Thankful Cow Solutions at Gmail. I said gmail.com. Phone and contact Sloan and Night. You have the billing, so you can enter a currency. The thing with Wave is that you can only charge have the credit card payments in the currency that you set up your business to be in. So for example, since I'm European, as you can see on the right hand side is a European it's euros. But if I want to charge I've summoned him. I can do that. If you want to charge, for example, in pounds, then people will not be able to pay you with credit card through this one business account in Wave. And that was the issue why I switched away from them, because at the beginning I had charged people in dollars and in euros. Now I mostly charge in euros because exchange rates suck ass. But because I couldn't do that in Wave, that was actually my issue why I moved away from them, even though I really liked everything else that I had set up. I mean, the invoices look neat and I'm kind of picky with that, and I could have all the accountings and the reports. That was all super awesome, but I just couldn't charge in USD, and that was a bit of annoying. It was just a bit annoying. But let's as you can see here, you can change the currency, but I'm not going to do that because we're going to see if there is something there about the payment. I don't want you to check out my location, United Kingdom, and I'm going to save that. Are you going to complain? No. So as you can see here, it says bill 2. I'm not going to enter their address right now. You can even change what it says at the top here. So for example, if you wanted to be more if you wanted to be German, or if you send it to another client, then you can definitely. You're from the Netherlands? No, I don't think so. In cryptocurrency, let me check that one out. Can you? You must know. Bitcoin. No bitcoins. No Ripple. We're doomed. Apparently not. That's sad. That would be cool. but no Ripple. And I mean, we're the Ripple people, so we would only pay in Ripple anyway. Everyone buy Ripple. That's just something I would like to add in the end. And also here you can, if you have some legal text at the footer, you can enter that here. For example, legal blah blah. I have my sentence that I'm not charging sales tax because I'm still a small business and I can't charge sales tax. That's what I often have in my footer there. So click on save and continue. And this is a draft invoice that I want to approve now, just because I can. So you can see here at the bottom, that's what it will look like, which is pretty. As you can see here, it's the legal blah blah. Here are the notes, and it looks pretty damn cool. I really like what it looks like, and I'm going to approve this draft. And you can send the invoice by clicking on the button. I'm going to send it now. Please don't pay. Not that. So as you can see here, that's what it will look like, what it would look like. And you can attach the invoice as a PDF, and you can send a copy to yourself too. And we can preview this email because they're so cool. And that's what it will look like then. And there is the button that says pay with card. And as you can see, that's what it will look like if you on your client's end. So they can click on the button, they will be redirected to the page, and then they can enter their invoices, and they can enter their card details, and then pay you automatically. Boom! That's how it goes. So that was a preview of the email. And you can, once you've written a copy here, you can click on send, and then in the preview you saw what your client would be able to see. It looks actually pretty nice. And once you can, for example, if you have clients that pay you with bank transfer, and you obviously that doesn't automatically is a recorded payment, you can go back into your invoice and click on record a payment, and then you can enter everything right here and there. So the date and the amount and how they paid, for example. So you have everything set up here. You can also, you must first send the invoice. I'm going to mark it as sent. So as you can see here, I sent the invoice, and you can automatically set up reminders for them, which is pretty cool too, isn't it? Yeah, you paid the stuff. Bank trans, bank payment, cash on hand, submit. Boom, the payment was recorded. And once the payment is recorded, you can send a receipt, which means some people do need that. Some businesses need a receipt, and that's what you can do within Wave 2. You can also, if it's just happened that someone paid and they didn't, then you can remove the payment again, or you can edit the payment if they only paid like half of it, and or on a different date. So you can change all of that too, and all in the parts of invoices. Here at the top you can turn it on and off, for example, the credit card payments. So if you don't want this particular invoice to be paid with credit card, then you can switch it off for the individual invoice too, for whatever reason that's possible. You can export this as a PDF. You can make this one a recurring invoice. For example, if you moved onto a retainer with your client, you can click on make recurring. Everything is really difficult. And you can set up a schedule now. So if it's monthly on the first, when the first invoice is created. So you cannot only do that from an invoice that you've already written, but also on the left hand side by clicking on recurring invoices. That's pretty cool. And again, it looks the same with the hours and the stuff, but you can also change whatever is written here. So if you click on edit at the top here, and you agree on different kinds of hours. Hello, hello? It's not working. Why do you not want to click here? Let me click. It doesn't let me click. But generally, that's how it will work. Probably because I said created from there. The invoice number is auto-generated, the date is auto-generated, but that's what it will generally look like. And let's just create that one, because then you can set up the payments again. And if the client entered their credit card detail, and then you set up a recurring invoice and they save that, then the client will be automatically billed on their credit card, which is super cool. That's actually possible. So technically that's pretty nice way to go about. I don't have details. Wow, that's a bug. Okay. So as you can see here, you see a bit more information. Wow, that's a bug, people. I don't have no idea what it says at the back. Yeah. If you don't have it, or you can switch to manual payments. So they will have to pay each invoice manually. But they can still, if they want to, pay each invoice via credit card or bank payment. Then we click on next, and we can say it's going to be sent automatically whenever the schedule is happening, which saves you a pretty good amount of time. So for example, the next invoice will go out on August the 1st, depending on, and it will be due now, which is weird, but yeah. But in general, that's how you can set up recurring invoices. I'm going to save that now. No, I'm not going to save that now. Let's check out the credit card payments, what it says here. So here we are again at the credit card area of Wave. Customer statements. So if you have, I have Thankful Cow, for example, and I can show unpaid invoices only, or that's kind of some sort of report, statement of account, customer statements, whatever a client if you want to know how much a client already purchased from you and how good of a client he is. Yes, I found a bug. Recurring invoices, Wave HQ. And if you want to know how good of a client your client is, you can check out the customer statements to see. And if there is still something due, and how much has been paid. So if you want to have an overview and you want to check out the balance and stuff, then customer statements is where your place to go. If you click on customers, that's where you obviously add your customers, or you can import them. You can even import them from your Google contacts. But I'm not going to do that because, wow, might be a bit too much. So products and services, whatever you type in your invoices, Wave is going to save that, and it will suggest it to you again when you write another invoice. So for example, want to write another one the only thing is it's a bit slow with loading, just a bit slow. Yeah, if you click on invoices and if you haven't written one yet, that's what it will look like. If you want to see all invoices, then you can also see what's going on there. Then create a new one. Why did I get this? Ah, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So for example, you start typing in the items and you can see when I click in, that's something that comes up at the first hand. So it will remember stuff that you've written in there. So what I'm going to do now, for example, is add a new item, call it web design. And then I'm going to create this one as a new item, and then I can enter whatever description here, like 5-page website, security basics, sorry. And what else do I have? Home brand, mobile friendly, blah blah. One piece is 1,200 euros. Hit me up if you need a website. I can create you one. Also here you can switch the currency if you want to. Save and continue. There is no customer. I'm going to charge the cow for a new website now. You can save that, and you would see that in products and services, that website, web design will be one of the products and services that you've entered. No, you're not boring me. I'm just a tired little Moni today. So sales estimates is the same kind of thing. So if you need to send an estimate to someone, you can create that too within Wave. Virtual assistants, customer cow, save. That's what it will look like. As you can see, how you set it up looks pretty a lot different to everything else, to the other invoice actually, but at least the estimate itself looks the same. So that's where you can go. Then purchases is whatever. So you have income, and you of course in a business do have expenses. Yo Eliane. You also have expenses, and you can track all of that within Wave 2. So for example, I got a bill, and I'm going to add one now. I'm adding a new vendor. That's for example is my mobile phone company. Yes, mobile phone, where I pay my expense, my phone bill, and that's telephone, wireless, that's 14 euros. I'm adding the products. You can add a description when you've gotten that. So I'm getting it yesterday, got it yesterday, blah blah. And you can add all of those bills and eventually also the receipts, and it will start to add everything together. And so then once you go to accounting and check out the transactions, it should actually show both of so your income and your oh no, not really. Oh yeah, that there you can track the invoices, purchases. Maybe it's just something that's higher accounting. I am a sucker in accounting. So maybe if you sell things, like if you produce stuff, if for example Elaine is selling her crocheted goods, so that's why she needs to buy a lot of wool. Or if Amanda tries to sell a lot of goods, crocheted and knitted goods, they have to buy really a lot of wool. Even though I saw a really huge couch with a lot of wool on it just recently at people who will not be named here. But that's a purchase that they need to do for their business, so maybe that's why it will go to purchases. I just technically can't really distinguish the terms. But if we go to transactions, and you can add all the income, and all the income, the invoices that you've written, that you've entered, they will be there automatically. And you can add the expenses. I'm going to put my phone bill here, and cash and bank, whatever. That's accounting stuff. You have to know that yourself. I cannot really tell you what that is. And that's 14 euros, and I'm going to save that. So as you can see here, I don't want to category. Blah. Pay for sent bills. As you can see here, there are outstanding bills in Wave. I'm going to go with that one. Why that's dollars, I have no idea. But that's how it is connected. So now it's to this bill, there is now an expense tracked. And if you then reconciliation, that's too much, too business smarts for me, so no clue. But I have no idea about accounting. I'm sorry, I can just tell you. If you have idea about accounting, then this area might make you really happy. Then if you click on banking, you can connect it to your bank if you're lucky. I don't think I can, because it's probably... Let me check. Yeah. So that's not supported. Maybe give me some other ones. Santander says bank. Yeah, for example, if you're in the UK, you can connect your Santander bank or whatever, however you pronounce it, to Wave, which is pretty cool. Or other in the UK and in the US. Is there an Austrian bank there? There is an Austrian bank. I am not, yeah. As you can see, I cannot connect it, but you could, which would also make all the accounting stuff easier for you, I assume. Payroll, I don't have people working in my business. I mean, I do have, but not as in interns, not as in employees. So I don't, yeah, and also it's not available for me, the payroll stuff. But reports, dun dun dun. That's always nice to know. Profit and loss. There you can see I have a net profit of 236 euros right now. Woohoo! That's not really legitimately true, but that's pretty awesome if you ever want, if you keep track of all the expenses that you have and then you check out the reports and the profit and loss thing. That's pretty cool. I mean, and the balance. So you can see where they're all from what kind of accounts, if you're, depending on what kind of, you have yours connected. That's super awesome. I'm always in the unsure if I should really want them to know what my account's doing, but it's probably nice because now I have to go back into my bank account and then I have to track all my expenses and then I have to enter it all in my Dubsado transaction income and expenses thing, which is a bit annoying. If I just had a click and then I'd say yes, this and this and this and this and this, that would be pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, you can check the income by customer here also. So thanks to Thankful Cow, they make me rich and not starve. And you can compare who is your best clients here also. And whatever else you want to figure out here with all the report stuff. Oh, I've moved my mouse too hard now because now it's not moving again. You see it's blinking. I cannot do like angry surfing because whenever I put my mouse down too hard, it's just not working anymore. I don't know why that's happening. So let's just check out integrations real quick because you can also connect it to PayPal. That's pretty cool, isn't it? PayPal is always nice. And Etsy. As you can see, it will track the income you made from selling a product and purchases you made from other sellers. And Shoeboxed. I have no idea what Shoeboxed is. Maybe that's a receipt kind of thing. Shoeboxed. Painless receipt scanning and expense tracking. That's pretty cool. Oh, well, you have to pay that one. But generally looks like something. Just take a picture of your thing. That's pretty nice. So if you want to connect that one, or if you use that one, then you can connect that with Wave too. If you ever have the problem like I had with the businesses and with the payment and the receiving the payment stuff, then you can create a new business and try it if that's working. Like that you create a business that has, for example, USD here. But yeah, that's one where you can do that. So if you click on your business name at the top here and then click on create a new business, then you can actually get to create a new business and try that out with another currency if you really want that. Or you click on your business and you can then change the settings for whatever you have here. Invite a guest, collaborator. I want to, how can I change that? Manage your profile would be a nice idea, isn't it? Here you can see, I'm not in the US. I don't know why you say that. It's because you didn't really ask me. You can add the province. I'm in, so you see I was really too harsh again. Mighty Mouse. I'm not in Burgenland. I'm in Steiermark. Steiermark. Woohoo. Date of birth. You will never know. Or you can close your Wave account here. And passwords and all the email preferences. Everything else is here at the Manage Your Profile section. Password, preferences. What preferences do you have? So if you want to, when you are getting notifications, that's where you can set that one up. Where does it say in businesses? That's would be a list of all the businesses you have in Wave and Wave Labs. First access to new features that they're developing. That's pretty cool. I love to be a beta tester, but I never am. Life is so sad. Okay. Guys and girls and folks and people and whatever you're connecting to. That was Wave. Whew. We wrote that Wave. It was a pretty long episode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the counting took so long. But getting money is fun, isn't it? So thanks for watching, you people. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you get freaking paid now. Get money in your bank with Wave. So thanks for tuning in. See you again next week. The topic will be announced soonish. And thanks for watching. And who knows if we going to ever find Yoshi or not. Time will tell, people. Time will tell. So thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.